Ho, 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 ho! Thanks for stopping in, everyone. It is Santa Dusto, and Santa Dusto is ready to give out lots and lots of presents in the form of wins. I'm probably not winning myself, so I might as well give out wins, right? I'm calling the Brian. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Brian. Thanks for stopping in, Brian. Appreciate you boys hanging out nice and bright and early. Need to get ourselves a little holiday festive activity going on here with some streaming. Because why not? Let's see if I remember how to do this. It's been a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Alright. So I know there's an update out there. I don't think I've updated yet. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do that first. You know, that probably would have been a good thing to do beforehand. Let's take a look here. We're a little tied up with some things before the stream tonight. So let's go ahead and kill the Star Realms for a moment. Let's see if we do need to update the Star Realms. Star Realms is already updated on Steam, so we're good to go. So I don't know why we doubted the Star Realms. Why we doubted the prowess of the Steam. I hear you. Alright, let's get this going back up here. Let's fire this up. There we go. Only a couple games in queue we're playing right now. We kind of cleaned out the queue, which is a good thing. Sometimes that's a good thing to do. Something with the one of the Frontiers expansions, mostly the Super Flare timing. So I didn't actually read too much on like what the timing issue was with it, so I didn't follow up anything. But maybe it's triggering like after another event or something. I don't know. So that is a mystery. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and just remind everyone who we are.
It's Brittany, bitch.
There we go. Alright, so we are going to get some games in this evening. Lux reppin'. Hello, Matt. Thanks for stopping in. Matt the Cutter Newberg. Dear friend of mine, who I've known far longer than most people on this planet. Jump the queue. Gotcha. So if you had a couple things going off, it would happen first. I don't know if I ran into it or if it was random. Yeah, you send your stuff. So Matt and I, most people here are familiar with Matt and I usually do a best 2 out of 3 on our streams. I had one heck of a streak against Matt going on, and he just completely dominated me, 2 weeks in a row? And it was just bad news. Like, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't possibly be my own fault, but yeah, definitely. Actually, right here's one of them from last night. There's the other one from last night, and then we just played a couple of these, knocked them out, and then I called it a night. Yeah, completely up to you, Matt. Feel free. I will probably be streaming for about 2 hours this evening. I'm happy to take one now too, and one later, or the third one later, depending on how many we play. I'm gonna be a little salty though too, because one of my fantasy football leagues is a Superflex league. That means you can start 2 quarterbacks. And my second quarterback is Derek Carr. And he went out of the game like almost immediately with looks like probably a pulled hamstring. So that's a good time to happen in the playoffs when you're playing for a fair chunk of change. Yes, Matt certainly had no clue what was going on in the games last night. It was interesting. How many games do Matt and I have against each other? That's a good question. I am going to go look at the human verse. Now, one thing I'll say is when Matt and I both first started playing, this is well before any of this tracking was on here. And there wasn't as many people, so we definitely played a lot back then. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually not that much. We'll take a look here. PvP. And I'm going to look for the Kata. Warning, potential security risk. We're fine. Just power right through that. So Matt and I on here. Oh, this is like breaking down all the games. I don't want that. This has like all these games like broken down. Oh, there it is. So this is showing, since it started recording, 128 games. Matt is up on me now. 59 to 69. So we need to obviously rectify that. Yeah, the earliest it has on here. Oh wow, yeah, this doesn't go back really far enough at all. This only goes back to 2019. Yeah, so this is, yeah, I mean, we've been playing against each other for 6 years, so it's really not going to show on there. Yeah, exactly. Matt and I will absolutely just randomly run into each other in the queue or an arena, something to that effect. Whenever we do like long extended challenges against people, it's usually not against each other. Yeah, I could see that, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if this is still from then, because a lot of these have frontiers. Almost all of these games on this list have frontiers. Or at the very least, the late editions from the Colony Wars block, so this doesn't have any of the first year stuff in here. So that it's just not going to show as much as we'd like, but that is what it is. But when we first started playing, obviously, you know, we're playing tournaments with like 8 total people, so obviously we're playing each other. Those were the days when we were struggling to get 8 people registered for a Sunday tournament, and now, you know, it's like 100, no problem. Easy peasy. I don't know if I dig this music or maybe it's just this song. No, we're not gonna dig this whole. Let's take a look here. Let's try something else out. Now this claims it's no copyright music. Let's see how well that holds up. Alright, anyways. So let's go ahead and hop in here then. So what we're going to do tonight is we will obviously always take challenges, any format. Otherwise, we will hop in the ranked queue, maybe even poke our head in arena. I have not actually hopped in arena at all this week. So let's go take a peek there. First let's go check the foil shop. So I think I'm basically out of credits, yeah. And I'm certainly not going to pay 400 credits for a defense center. I get why that's 400 because that's what they set up for you to win at that time, but really no interest in that. So let's go back out of there. Let's go check out this arena. Can I get just like a thumbs up, thumbs down on the music volume, the voice volume? I am going to be talking a little bit quieter because the little guy is right in the room right next to me, trying to get some sleep. And his jerk dad decides to stream at night to keep him up. That's what I do. Music is a little bit, yeah, I was thinking that because it sounds a little on my side here. There you go, let me try that. Let's give that a whirl. Let me know if that's a little more palatable for the volume. I don't like this, let's try this. This is the Creed 3 theme song. Creed 3 is not out. So I'm not sure how that. I don't like this list either. Let's get out of here. Let's go find a different music list. I like to bounce around. I always try like different ones. I think we've done this one before. Let's try it again. Yeah. There we go. I like that a little bit better. So we whistle. Okay, let's go back here. Let's check this out. All right, so the arena is Careful Planning Arena. You can pay 1 extra trade to acquire a ship to the top of your deck, or 2 trade to acquire a base to the top of your deck. So I could see that. Matt, yeah, like I said, it was just... It was fun for us to watch because you were literally just like talking about something and like you didn't... Like you'd look at decks like when they buy like these 4 cards and then just like still just win. It would just like win like no big deal. Raren's coming in with a challenge. We'll hop in there. So maybe we'll check out that arena later. I don't know. I prefer challenges, but arena can always be fun as well. Raren is sending us core set Frontiers, Stellar Allies, Frontier promos, bases, fleets, promos, 2 Command and Assault. All right. So we got no Arc. We do have a big old trade, Scrapper, and promos 2 we got to watch out for. No Gambits and no missions. Brian's a little disappointed because all of the chaos basically is not there. Yeah, this is a pretty non-chaotic format. So this is the type of format where we'll go ahead and start in here, where you really have to like pay close attention to what you're buying. There's a smaller margin of error that's acceptable. All right, so we've got quite the Blob and Star Empire opening row here. I am always happy. I mean, I want to Assault Pop, don't get me wrong, but I'm always happy taking a Blob Miner to start out. I wish this was a Viper, but it's not. Blob Miner, it scraps, it gives you 3 trade, it scraps itself. It just slices and dices at Julien's fries. So are you at the mercy of RNG, or are you more responsible for controlling your exposure to the RNG? Alright, so I think Raren was really debating on that Blockade Runner, especially with having the Assault Pod. I can totally understand that struggle. If he would have had 5, that would have been just a brutal turn for me. So luckily I get out of there. He's got some good stuff going right away. We will grab that Blockade Runner. Fortunately, we flip over the Stealth Needle, which he could buy if he wants. I imagine he will. We'll just get a lowly Explorer though, and shuffle him up and see what comes up here. So he's going to buy that Stealth Needle. Okay. So this is awesome because we got the Blockade Runner with the 2 Vipers that we can pitch right away. We have a chance of pulling our Blob Miner. 5, 6, 7. That gives us 7. Oh, that hurts because there's a lot of good 8s there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you definitely could argue it either way for sure. So now I've got a question. Do I want to try to get a good 6 or 7 and scrap one of these 8s first? Or do I say, hey, you know, I'm comfortable taking a Plasma Bot either way, see what flips, and then also still scrap, and maybe, because then I still got 5 trade to work with. I don't have 6 though, and 6 is like a really good magic number in this game. I am going to purchase the Plasma Bot right away. Brain World. Okay, so we're going to scrap Brain World. Because I don't get it, you don't get it, no one gets it. So here's an interesting play. Do I go double Explorer, considering I have Blockade Runner? Or do I grab the Blob Wheel for a little bit bigger burst purchase? There's 3 8s on the board. I think we're going to do that. Hope we don't flop them something too good. We'll take the Battle Pod. So I got a little... And there's the stupid Cargo Mech. We did not want to see that. So now our prayer is he doesn't have 5 trade. And he certainly does. He's got Trade Bot. So now he's going to be buying... So my mission is to race him and to scrap all these 8s basically before he can buy them. I I almost really like Double Explore, but I think this mobile market's just too good. Well, there's nothing you can do about it because there's promo 2s. I mean, that card, this card is just crazy. You know, 4 trade and scraps automatically. Alright, so we've got 7 without doing anything else. We could get up to 8. I'm comfortable leaving the mobile market out and just grabbing Fred, because Fred is good. Fred will soak up that damage for us. He's not able to buy anything. So this is really good for us. So we've got another 8 here. So now my question is, do I want Blob World? Do I want Transit Nexus? Or do I want Embassy Base? I think Embassy Base, to me, even though it's card draw, is probably the weakest of these 3. Based on my deck, I've got Blob, he's got Blob. Transit Nexus, I think, is just so sneaky. Nice. I'm a really, really big fan of it. So I am going to, can he? Yes, he can 100% get Blob World if he wants. Oh my god, I hate that he has Stealth Needle and Cargo Mech and Trade Pod all coming up. He can just buy whatever the heck he wants. So I'm going to unfortunately scrap Blob World. Warkite comes up, that's okay. Nothing we can really do about it. And then we are going to buy Transit Nexus. Alright, so we are going to be happy with that. And we're going to go there. So let's see what he ends up doing here. He's got Cargo Mech right away. Oh, that card is so dumb. He's got all the trade in the world. There you go. Pretty tough. 8 cost base and a Warkite on top of it. So we are going to get this Fed Cruiser out of here. Normally I wouldn't be a fan of buying too much more trade here, but I don't hate the Blob Miner, only because it does scrap itself. We'll grab it. I want a chance to buy just a little bit more. And then we'll start trying to get some beatdown going here. Let's see what Raren's got going on here. Ooh, Stealth Needling the Explorer, so that's a good thing for us. So does he want the Warp Gate? Because he does have a scrap card, but he's only got a scrap card. So he's going to be drawing a lot of starters. Obviously Cutter is really good, Security Craft is good. He's got a lot of options here. Could go Cutter, could go Customs Frigate. He's got some options here. Does take the Cutter, does take the Security Craft. We're okay with that. Alright, so let's get this Blockade Runner working for us. And hopefully we can draw some more trade here. I would like to get, yes, this exchange point. So we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is beautiful having 7. We're going to get rid of that Warp Gate Cruiser. We are going to buy the exchange point. I absolutely love that card. We're going to buy the Plague Pod. And I think, honestly, I'm good. It's go time. So let's see what we can do here. So he's going to put that Embassy Base to work. Draw 2, discard 1. Obviously huge. There's stupid Cargo Mech. He hasn't Stealth Needled it yet, at least. Oh, double Patrol Boat. So it's a good thing I have life gain cards or authority gain cards, because he has a lot of authority gain as well now. And he does Stealth Needle the Cargo Mech, because why not? Oh boy, so dumb. Okay. So we've got some options here. We're mostly green blue, but I mean, honestly, we've got a lot of dual color stuff in these sets. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't think you're in any trouble of anything. Your deck is pretty gross already. So it'd be hard to mess your deck up right now. I think we're going to snag this War World. See what comes up. We got a Cargo Craft. Let's just scrap that, get that out of here. Yeah, Cargo Map is just completely, it's disgusting. I mean, it's a promo. There's only one in there. I mean, there's a reason for that. But it's just brutal. Alright, so we're only going to have 2 trade to play with. I really like Imperial Smuggler. We're going to Builder Bots. No, we're going to take the Smuggler. We're going to do that. And then we're going to get rid of the Alliance Transport. Alright, and again, we're going to, like I said, we're going to focus. Blow up a base for free. And do some damage. Yeah, that I agree with Brian. I think that turn, I for sure would have taken the Warp Gate, because again, exactly, he has so many starters in his deck still. He's going to get at least 2 shuffles worth of probably good plays with it. But again, it's hard to argue, you know, Cutter and the, I think Patrol Cutter he took with that turn. I'm a fan of Customs for Gate, especially if you got a lot of blue, because it's going to pull something up, it's going to draw it, it's going to do 4 damage, it gets rid of itself. It's a good card. But there's a lot of choices there. So we've got blue-red, the hint of green on the board. Let's see what Raren wants to do for us here. That's interesting. I turned my Stream Manager on my phone and it disconnected from chat. Let's go check it out again. There we go. Alright, so I wasn't really paying too much attention. Apologize for that. We took some damage. We lost our base. Not much more needs to be said about that. Okay, so we've got 1 extra trade, so we can get up to 5 trade if we want. There's really nothing we want for 5 trade. I don't hate a late game long hauler, but I'm actually kind of thinning up my blue a little bit. We'll grab this Unity Fighter. We got that Frigate that we talked about. But you know what? I think I'm actually pretty good here. We're going to leave the base up to soak some more damage for us. Because again, he's just got some madness going on here. So here's the beauty of Blockade Runner. This is normally just a garbage hand this point of the game. But it's going to shuffle away 2 of these scouts. It's going to replace those with different cards. Potentially link it up with yellow. If I do that, I am definitely going to probably scrap it to get the discard in the draw. So here's where Raren's deck is going to start coming together a little bit. Even with a triple starter hand, he's still got some action going on there. Shuffle away those. Perfect. Let's do some more shuffling away. This is beautiful. This is really, really nice. Alright, so we're getting rid of the cheap outpost. Get that out of here. You know what? I said I would do it. So I think I will. I don't know. I did say I would do it. There we go. So I'm going to scrap. I mean, he's got so much trade, he's probably going to get that anyways. I don't think I'm overly concerned about it. I kind of am a little bit. Am I just wasting time here and I won? Yeah, I'm sorry. Whoops. Sorry about that, Rare. I'm too busy looking at how to play the game and not paying attention to what's going on there. Good game, Rare, and good game. That was kind of a weird game there. Fred does that. He gets you out a lot of pines. Thanks. Yeah, that was. I just think that format is really, you got to be focused. We've got a challenge from Frank and Q. I'm not sure if this is from is this from BGG? Let me take a look here. I don't recognize the name at all though. So as far as I know, it could be. BGG, I think it's gonna be another disappointment. I was in prime position to advance, and I think I'm going to be a little bit short. I don't recognize this name at all from there. So, is it Frey, not Q. We'll go with that. If you're in chat here, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. We've got some chaos here. No missions, though. But we got both events. We got both promos. We got both gambits. We've got all 3 promos. I apologize. We got both heroes. And we've got Frontiers. So this is going to be a wild game. And let's get it on. Tactical maneuver to start things off. Always going to go with this trader. Hey, what's going on, Frank? Yeah, I think it's Frank. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks for stopping in, Frank. Like I said, happy to have you in here. Feel free to throw a follow if you like. I stream sporadically. I try to get in about every Thursday, but it's been hit or miss. But we've got other members of our community that also are streaming. A couple other ones are in here as well. So thanks for stopping in. All right, we've got a really interesting decision here. We've got lots of stuff. We got the 2 free trade. We've got a destroyer bot. We've got a convoy or captured outpost. I'm a big fan of federal transport. And he's got acceptable losses, so he's got damage and scrap. I've got some life gain, some purchasing power. You know what? I'm just going to start things off with a destroyer bot, see what flips. Sentinel. I kind of like to save these for a big purchase, just because it's so early enough in the game. I'm going to grab this Fed transport. I just want to see what happens. I think maybe I should have popped this and grabbed that Sentinel. Sentinel's pretty good. There's no green bases on the row right now, so it's still a 5 damage ship, but I mean, this is also 5 authority gain, so I can justify that a little bit. So we'll see what Frank's got going on here. Frank is getting a draw from the event. So we've got some promos on the board. We've got the converter. And we also have the Sentinel going here. Bounty Hunter is also a promo. Got Commander Click showing up here, saying what's up. And the captured outpost. Alright, see what we got going on. There goes that Sentinel. I didn't think that was going to last. Okay, so he had 5. And he went Sentinel and Explorer. So this is interesting. So I wonder if he's just going big damage, or if he's banking on the fact that there could be a green base coming up soon. Converter is bad. Oh, that's just not a good card. But I'm almost tempted because I have Destroyer Bot to try to get those to sync up. I could pop this for 1 trade, grab the converter. What do we got over here? So we have guaranteed 1 more if I popped everything. I don't really want to do that. I could just grab the captured outpost to play it a little safe. I wouldn't mind getting Bounty Hunter now that we have the federal transport. But getting those 2 to link up so far might be a little iffy. We are going to, you know what? Just grab the battle barge. Oh, I almost kind of want to grab that pod and go rainbow right away, apparently. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save it. So let's see what happens here. Battle barge is just good by itself. 5 damage, make him discard. But we know there's a variety of bases that are gonna be coming up. So I kind of like the idea of seeing what happens. Rainbow is the best bow. There are many colors of the Star Realms rainbow. Alright, so Frank has got 5 trade. So he could be eyeing up Bounty Hunter, could be eyeing up Converter. Could be eyeing up a Click, Plague Pod combo, could be doing lots of things. I don't know. I've never had the pleasure of playing Frank before, so I'm not sure his style. We'll see what he does. He does grab that bounty hunter off the board. Okay. So having no blue, he's not going to get the life gain anytime soon, but there's heroes are available, so he could get it that way. It's also 7 damage. That's nothing to sneeze about. The cutter is sent in a challenge, so we will get to that after our game here with Frank. Alright, so we've got the captured outpost and we are happy with that. 5 and a discard, we're happy with that as well. So we're also happy that we didn't top deck the Destroyer Bot, which is what it normally always does. Destroyer Bot, Repair Mag, always to the top. Plasma Bot, only when you draw the non-starters. You know how it works. It's just, you just look at that and you're just like, why you do me like that? But that's not the case here. Alright, so Frank is discarding the Scout. Here comes the Sentinel for 5 damage. Does buy that Plague Bot. I was waiting for that. I almost wanted to pull off. Oh, so he does scrap the acceptable losses. Alright, so let's see what he's got here. So he got rid of a Scout and a Viper. So he's thinning out a little bit, so he's actually scrapped before me. Alright, so let's do some action here. I'm going to scrap the Viper, just because I still think it's early-ish. We have 4 trade. We have a reclamation station, which is definitely calling my name. We have a gate ship. We've got 2 out of 3 scouts here. So we are now going to take advantage of some of this extra purchasing power. We did draw a scout. We'll use this for the 6 trade. And we'll buy that reclamation station. Oh, 50-50 shot for Blockade Runner. Not going to do it. Yep, I would have drawn the Viper. I want to save this anyways for a scrap, hopefully for the reclamation station. Or if there's like something really good I need one more for. So we are definitely getting the almost rainbow. We don't got any green going on here yet. Alright, so let's see what he's got. He's got the 4. Is he looking up click? Is he look? Oh, he does grab the ooh. Alright, so he grabs the Blockade Runner and the Orbital Gun Platform. We are looking at Plasma Bot, and we're happy with that. We're okay with that. We're never sad about buying a Plasma Bot. It scraps, it does damage. It'll combo with the Rec Station, it'll combo with the Destroyer Bot. Deal a little extra damage. Here comes that Sentinel and Bounty Hunter. We are taking a big hit. I was up 57-32, feeling pretty good. Like, bring it. And just like that, it's a 9-point game. 9 points in the house. All right. So we're most likely going to draw a starter. There we go. Do I want to try to draw again? This is from discard, so we're just going to go do this regardless. I don't really have much purchasing power, so I don't know if I really even want to keep my scouts in now at all. I'm like happy with what I have to try to win. I mean, honestly, maybe. We'll scrap the scout. So I'm almost tempted. So if I draw, I got a 1 in 3 shot of getting the Destroyer Bot, getting another scrap in. You know, really honing this down even further before we get the shuffle. Worst case scenario, I draw a scout and I pick up that long hauler. So we're going to do that. Alright, so we're just going to purchase long hauler. We are okay with that. It's going to give us a purchasing boost for a turn, and it's going to scrap itself. So we're okay with that. So we drew Battle Barge, but there's no way these are staying up here. Nope, there's 11 damage already. Yeah. So that was wishful thinking. Because he's going to be drawing all his starters afterwards now. Okay, that's all right. Alright, there goes our outpost, which is not the worst thing. They're soaking up a lot of damage for us. Alright, so he's got a gate ship down there. Alright, not too concerned with that. Unfortunately, I don't have any starters in there. As much as I would like to get Compressor Morris, he doesn't really do anything for us. Converter, though, would be an interesting play because we're now running into, most likely, Click. Possibly. Well, I mean, Long Hauler's going to give me some nice purchasing power right now. Granted, I could use Click right now. Yeah, and then I could use Destroyer Bot. It was a. I like the Long Hauler because it'll give me the purchase and scrap itself if the back station was still out. So I think we're actually going to do the converter. And we're going to get that going. Maybe I should have put converter on top. That's alright. I did not. We're not going to do anything there. Just do 10 damage. And I think for now, I'll hang on to that Long Hauler. I'll try to get one more big purchase with it. Yeah, so if I would have put converter on top, I would have comboed it with the Plasma Bot. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Didn't happen. Alright. So he does finally get his green base. So we get a freight raft. Corey Bear is in the house. Or at least sent me a challenge. I'm assuming he's in the house. Alright, so we could go after a Click and not scrap. I don't want to do that. I want to scrap. I feel like I'm in a race. I'm almost not hating the idea of just grabbing another Plasma Bot and just playing a hand of 5 damages across the board. I could also get that Fortress Oblivion, which does stuff for me as well. You know, we will grab the Plasma Bot. Let's scrap out that row. We didn't like that row anyways. Wormhole. Quasar. Supply Run. Ooh, from discard hand, or discard into hand. So that's really good. So we want that. Question is, how do we want to do this? I think we'll grab, well, we're going to shuffle our discard away. So we'll grab Converter because that will scrap from my hand comboing. Okay, so let's grab the Converter. And we might have a chance of doubling it here, we'll see. Card from your discard on top. Oh, maybe we're not shuffling. I thought we were. I don't know why I thought that. Most likely, yeah, we're going to want to do this. What do we got going on here? I'm going to shuffle so we don't... We'll put the captured outpost up there. Cycle away that for sure. Okay, so let's get this guy going. We've got 3 trade. Grabbing Burrow would be nice, but I also want to get this double discard in here. So we will discard this, or scrap the scout. We'll scrap this scout. We're just going all in. We're going for the kill. See what we can do. Oh, that's a good hand. That's a mighty, mighty good hand. As Salt and Pepper would say, if they were talking about Star Realms. It's a mighty, mighty good hand. Alright. Frank's gonna do some action here. He's gonna make a run for it. He's got... Does get the Plague Pod with the green base. Excuse me. See what Frank's going on here. I'm gonna eye him up. Alright. So he's got Starbase Omega to the top. Powerful backing. Doesn't let him draw, which is a good thing. Does get the Chancellor Hartman. But it's looking like we are probably going to be able to kill him on our turn. If math works. He's still holding on to 2 cards in his hand, though. I have no idea what he's got going on there. He's got an ace up his sleeve. There we go. The Scout and Viper rear their ugly heads. I'm surprised he didn't buy the War Elder. Scrap the Scout. But, you know. I think he's kind of banking on game being over too, so unfortunately he does get a discard out of all that. So we can't quite do our captured outpost thing. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Scrap that. You know what? I can still do this. We'll do this. We'll scrap that. Fortunately, this doesn't, well, no. We'll just play that. There we go. Get some more damage. And apply lethal damage. Alright, good game, Frank. Good game. Thanks for stopping in, sending out the challenge. That was a lot of fun. Now, we do have the challenge from Mr. Cutter and from Corey Bear. So we'll hop in our challenge with the Cutter here. And we'll see what he sent over for game 1. We've got Frontier Stellar Allies. Lots of promos. All the promos. Yeah, very good game, Frank. Very good game. That was tight right down to the end. Command and Assault. I like it. Sounds good, Matt. So let's get our first game in here. Since we are getting into the stream time. Oh, there's all sorts of sauce in this starting row. Look at this starting row. This is crazy. Did Matt just take Alliance Transport over Plague Pod or Pack Pod? Where is our Matt and what have you done with him? That's extremely surprising. I know this is like, he loves this card. It's his colors, first of all, but I mean, besides that, he loves the card. Obviously, this would have been a time I would love to have 5 scouts. I don't have 5 scouts. But you know what? I'm okay with that start as well. So, let's go ahead and do it up here. Yeah, I am stunned. Stunned he left that there. And took the Alliance Transport. So, we have nothing to believe other than he is the imposter. And we need to vote him out. Alright, so Matt he's going yellow. So that's what his goal is going to be here. I don't want him to have the Needle Lancer. I don't really want him to have the Merc Cruiser either. I really wanted the Merc Cruiser to combo off these guys. But I'm not leaving the Needle Lancer out there. I'm also certainly not going to leave that Plasma Bot either. Alright, so let's go to work. I'm curious if he's going to target that Imperial Defender right away. He sure does. So he is playing with a purpose. And he has made it very apparent that he wants to go Star Empire hardcore. I'm kind of surprised because usually the only color Matt will defer to is Blob. But you know, otherwise he normally plays more off the rope. Not that there's anything wrong with the purchase he's made. A porpoise? Like with a blowhole and everything? Does he do tricks? Does he bounce a beach ball off his nose? So we've got some saucy action out there. So Matt is considering scrapping the orbital gun platform and taking Siege Fortress or Trade Envoy or Merc Battlecruiser. He is opting not to go that route, and he's rewarded for that. I think he lucked out big time by getting that Oh my goodness here. What do we want to do? I really want farm ship, but I'm not going to miss out on the scrap. So we are going to get our scrap in. We'll buy the orbital shuttle. That's fine. Still gives us some combo in here. There we go. Get some extra damage. We will now let his gun platform stamp another turn. There we go. Does he got more purchasing power? Kinda. I mean, 7's gonna be tough to get to. I mean, well, he does have a lot of draw cards. So we'll see. The 7 might be tough. 6, not too terrible to get to for him. And I can't believe the Raiders are tying this up 24-24. Normally I'd be extremely happy about that as a Raider fan myself from my youth. But as I mentioned, Derek Carr going out. I'm in the fantasy playoffs. And he's my number 2 quarterback, and that just crushes me. Alright, so we will grab this freight raft. So let's see what happens here. Oh man, we're getting hosed. Yeah, Darren Waller is a beast. I'm so happy they got, because he was, you know, it's no secret he was having some troubles, and they got a hold of him. They kind of straightened him out a little bit. So this is phenomenal. We got 5. I was kind of bummed out about that. We got a trade hive, so we're not too bummed out about that. We're still a little bit ahead on the damage, which is a good thing. So let's see what we got going on here. So here's where his drawing is really coming into play. He's really going to get his deck to start cycling. Now he's got a cargo craft as well on top of it. So again, he's staying committed to the yellow and sticking to it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have 5 trade. Most likely we're only going to have 3. Unless I want that security craft bad enough, which I almost kind of do. I'm giving up a lot of damage if I do that. Or I could just give up 1 scrap and keep the stinger. I could always just take that spike cluster as well. Oh my goodness, that's... I almost don't hate that actually, because I can still get my scrap in, keep my stinger. That's dumb, but I'm doing it. There's a second security craft. We're just going to pretend like we don't see it. We'll combo this for red now. Get some beats in here. That was actually a lot more damage than I thought we were going to get out of that. Oh, we drew basically that exact same hand again. So that's a good thing. Almost the same hand. It's actually a better hand now. Is this a lethal hand? Yeah, I think this, there we go. Oh no, we want to combo that. Holy cow. Back-to-back haymakers out of nowhere. Wow. Good game, Matt. Good game. That was... I thought we were in for the long haul in that game. I thought we were taking that for a while. You know what I haven't done? I haven't celebrated. I don't know what happened there. That was just back-to-back. Those cards just came together. That, Alliance Needle, copying the 5 damage off the pack bod, which we still need. I still don't understand how you left that on the board. So I wonder if that was that purposeful? Like, did you decide once you saw that you were just gonna hone in on yellow? I'm just kind of curious on that. So, all right, so we've got the challenge from Corey Bear. Let's go ahead and get this in here. I'll let Matt lick his wounds. Yeah, the first purchase when you took the Alliance Transport over the pack pod, you took the yellow-blue over the yellow or the green-blue. I just thought that was curious. So Quarry Bear sent in its bottom row action. Frontier, Stellar Allies, Frontier Events. I like this format a lot. I think it's fun. It's by no means like my specialty or my favorite or anything. I think it's fun. So let's go and hop in there and see what the Quarry Bear has going on. And then we'll rack up our next game with Matt after that. So this is another interesting starting row. So I would love to have 5 trade here. If I don't, that's fine. We'll take the Burrower. Burrower to me, wow, he's got a lot of trade coming up already. Burrower is always a fine turn 1 purchase. Just for the 5 damage, and this alone is good. If you happen to have green, it's gravy. Oh, so as much as I want Pulverizer, I'm not a fool and realize that you do need to purchase some trade. I was really hoping for a 1-drop. Really hoping. Yeah, I mean, I get that, and that's what I said. I think it was either one or two things. Like, you just maybe wanted to counteract me because you know I like yellow a lot. I could totally see you messing with me that way. Or did see all that yellow in the row and said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go in on that, see what happens. So there is Hey, Holy Elvis, how are you doing? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I've been streaming intermittently. No, you're around. I see you on when I'm hopping on, checking streams out, and I peep in yours once in a while, but yeah, I'm very intermittent streaming right now. Okay, so we did go the double explorer last turn. I think we're just going to grab the defender this time. Oh, and then we flip over the cargo craft. That's unfortunate. So yeah, I streamed like 2 weeks ago. I took last week off. I'm streaming. Potentially, we're going to try to get it back on track here. Though I did just get notified that we basically have mandatory overtime through like tax season. So we'll see how that works for me for work. Alright, so here is interesting stuff. So the best I'll be able to get is if I draw an Explorer to get 6. That could put us into Pulverizer range. Yeah, he's getting some bases going. He's got some scrap going. I have no scrap. Alright, so I kind of thought that was going to happen. I kind of want Pulverizer, kind of don't. I mean, I almost... You know what? I'm just going to get this. Let's get a little more stability going on in the deck here first. Let's grab the alignment bot now. Explorer for free to the top. Why not? Alright. And then we'll grab that patrol boat. Ooh, we can hide something. So now the question is, do we hide the siege fortress or do we hide the trade envoy? He very well could buy either one. So which one am I more afraid of? Siege fortress, I mean, big damage. But it's on 5. My face is not good content, but my lack of plating ability is. So I will take that. Where did I get a draw from this from? Oh, because of the event. Okay, I gotcha. So unfortunately that got us 3, which really does nothing for us. But we do get a scrap here. So let's take advantage of that before we forget about that. And then I guess we'll just use that Explorer to buy one and pop for a couple damage. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. For those who aren't aware, Holy Elvis is a Star Realms player. He's also a very highly rated Hearthstone player as well. So if you're into either of those, I'm sure he plays other games also. But those are the two notable ones that I know him for. Definitely stop in, check his stream out, throw him a follow. He's good people. We ran into him randomly one night playing Star Realms, and kind of hit it off after that. Yep, that's what I thought. I kind of thought those were like your two. Alright, so now we've got interesting decision. Pulverizer's still on the board. So he did put aside Capture Outpost. Did he buy the Siege Fortress? Ooh, he did. Alright. Pulverizer's still on the board. I really like that. I wouldn't mind getting Destroyer Bot and starting getting some of the scrap going. I've got basically nothing for scrap. But we're kind of getting mid-game here already, too. Stinger Moonworm. Nope, we're just going to grab Pulverizer. Call it a day. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I almost wonder if I should have saved my Explorer. Somehow I got to get 7 trade to buy that guy. Okay, we'll wait till a turn. Hopefully we get Repair Mech. Maybe. Yeah. No, I totally get it. It's just always so cool, like when we go on there, and for so long there was basically no one streaming it, or it was just Bax was streaming it, and then some of us started streaming it, and now there's quite a few people, but we're usually streaming just like one of us a night. So it's a little bit different. Alright, so we got kind of a weird color combo going on here. Yeah. What up, Mr. Gessler? Thanks for stopping in. DG3 in the house. Yeah, I will say for the most part, I myself am not a high-level player, only because I don't have the patience or time to grind. But we have, obviously, Bri Stupid in the house, who is the #1 ranked player in the world. So we definitely, we have some good company when we're streaming. This is unfortunate. I can't blow up either one of those bases. Only 4 damage, too. Wow, so I'm going to take damage off that. And he's going to faction. And he's going to scrap. Ooh, now he's laying out the... Oh, this is bad. Corey Bear. I appreciate that. I'm not saying I'm a slouch, but definitely not a high-level player. Jem, how are you doing? Nice to see you, dude. Jem is a variety streamer as well. He's got a pretty amazing setup, and for those that don't know, the Dusto emote that some of you have was his creation. So you can thank him for that. That was very cool. Very cool of him to do that. Yeah, I really like it. I think it came out well. We played with a bunch of different versions. Jem was throwing some ideas back and forth, and then we kind of came upon that. I'm like, God, it looks slick. I like that. You know, that really depends. That's a good question, Elvis. Because you got to remember there's like tens of thousands of players that are probably level 10 or below. There's so many out there. When you play against like Rob or Darwin on stream, and they have their, you know, their owner mode or whatever it is, the production mode, you can see like a player number. I don't know if that's actually the game number or the player number, but we're pretty sure there's tens of thousands of, you know, players out there. Hey, there's someone that needs to be banned. Let me hop on that. Goodbye. I usually don't get bots on my stream, so I'm kind of surprised at that. Jem stopping in and dropping the Biddy Dono. Thank you so much, Jem. I really appreciate it. And it's cool to hear that alert go off. I always freak out. I'm like, what's going on? I have no idea what's going on. So, and the updater actually worked right away too. Sometimes I've had to like delete that and put it back on. So that's a double bonus. Corey Bear is waiting for me patiently. I really appreciate that, Jem. Thanks so much. Yeah, Rob, like, especially when you play Rob and Darwin, they play in such a way that it's interesting. They seem very casual. I am going to grab this trade envoy. Where when they get you, it's kind of out of nowhere. Holy Elvis, drop it in the subscription, and we get an emote. So that's interesting because we got one as well 2 weeks ago when Lux subscribed. Maybe it's because I haven't uploaded that second one, or maybe I have 3 emotes available now. That'd be pretty. I still got to get that second one. Figuring out what I want to do. I think I want to scrap here. Well, let's see. I need to do. Oh my god, I can't really do much. So no, we're actually gonna have to do damage. We got to blow up this second base here. Let's fire it up. Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you both. That's not what we want. We want to do.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you both for coming over to the Star Realms dark side. Absolutely. Says the goal is to stream weekly. Haven't actually ever, I think, met that goal, but you know, it's good to have lofty goals. Alright, so he did grab that Moonworm hatchling from me. I think Corey Bear knew I was eyeing that up. Free base destruction is a good thing, especially when I'm starting to roll out some green. And we'll be able to get damage off of it comboed, card draws off of it, all sorts of stuff we can do. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nothing replaces the physical cards for sure. But 100%, the app version of this, even with its differences, is probably one of the best app versions of a game I think I've ever seen. It just plays so smoothly, so well. They had to obviously, you know, as it's well documented, make some concessions and make some changes. I'm fine with them all. I mean, there's a couple annoying ones, but I think it's okay. I'm going to get this destroyer bot out of the way, and this recycle bot, and this cargo rocket, and we're trying to flip for something big. Instead, we got a 3 that we want to buy. We can't buy it though. So the question is, do I scrap it? Yeah, we just scrap. Well, yeah, we'll take the 1 less damage to scrap it, I think. Can I do that? Because that's, I need to draw this patrol boat if I do that. It's not going to make a difference. Yeah, whether I do 4 or 3, so. Alright, let's do this. I get 2 draws, so I'm going to get them both for sure. Okay. I'm paying attention. Alright, so that's perfect. We're going to clear out the bases, at least. I want another recycle bot. I mean, it's probably going to scrap itself out right away. You know what? We will, just for the heck of it. We flipped him a crusher, which is a bad thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's cool. Exactly. Like I tell people, I have a friend that I work with who I never even knew played the game. And then when he found out I played it, he same thing, watched me and then bought it right after that. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, exactly. You know, there's definitely those people that can work the high win percentage. There's some win percentages in this game that just blow my mind how they're able to pull that off. And they do, and that's good for them. Let's take a look here. So we want to... Yeah, so we will scrap Scout. We have 2 trade. Do I want a blob miner? I mean, I think I'm dead. Am I dead next turn? Yeah, I'm dead next turn, so it doesn't matter. Alright, never mind. So we'll see when we flip an event. So Corey Bear is going to get us. Alright, and thanks for stopping in, Jim. It's really, really good seeing you again. It's been a while. Thanks for the dono. I really appreciate that as well. And of course, I can't thank you enough for the emote. It's been getting some use here for sure. If you guys, like I said, make sure to check out Jim's stream, a variety streamer. He's got a really cool setup. His actually looks nice and professional. He's got like the lights, he's got the whole decor set up. It looks pretty cool. So we've got Game 2 Challenge from the Kara. Same format. So let's give this a whirl. I think it's the same format. I'll assume it is. We'll see what happens here. So far, Santa Dusto has only given out 1 present. I've only given out 1, and this is how we really feel about that. we'll try to see what we can do here. Let's check the text message. Is this the wife? This is the wife sending me Instagram. Okay, so we'll just move on from that. Sometimes she'll send me the text message saying, hey, shut up, you're being way too loud. And she's right. And other times it's things from Instagram or TikTok or whatever. All right, so the cutter is going Unity Fighter, Blockade Runner. I wasn't paying attention. I really wasn't paying attention. Was Pack Pod there? Hang on, we're just gonna exit out. I was not even looking. Let's watch. I want to see what happens. I'm assuming it wasn't. Okay, so it was not. Okay, so this is really tough. Because if I take Star Market, he's gonna at worst get Smuggler, Pack Pod, Orbital Shuttle. He's gonna supplement his lack of purchasing power here with lots more card draw. Or just got Star Market. Now the nice thing is you got to get another base for Star Market to do anything. Bad thing is there is another base right there. And I'm going to have 4 trade. So I for sure can't buy that. But he might be able to buy it the turn after. So if I go like Pack Pod, Orbital Shuttle, or Smuggler, he could turn around and go Star Market and then Alliance Landing the next turn. Yep, I'm updated. I have Steam set to auto update. My phone, I have set to auto update too, but it doesn't. No matter which phone I've had, it just doesn't. You know what, we're just gonna take Pack Pod, see what happens. Ooh, Battle Screecher. And we don't have regular events. Oh, we don't have any events. So Screecher is good, but it's less good. Smuggler is really good. Shuttle gets us 3 trade. It's deck 1. I'm just going to take the Shuttle. I'm going to get... Oh, I'm kind of glad I went purchasing power. So we'll see what happens here. So now will Matt go Screecher, get it on the shuffle, and just Screech away the row before I can buy anything off of it? I don't know. And he does go for the Screecher. Okay. Oh my goodness. Miner, Smuggler, or Star Market. Wow. I really like Miner, Smuggler, but we're going to take Star Market. I mean, unfortunately, it leaves him a lot of cheap stuff that he can pick up. Rage? Just Rage? Or full-on Rage? Some of you may know full-on Rage. Matt may remember full-on Rage from White Wizards Game Fair 2017. He was there. Yep, here comes... And he did top deck the Screecher. Really? Oh. Gifts me a cargo mech. That's mighty nice of him. So... yeah, we're going to do a lot of purchasing. So we've got 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're getting cargo mech either way. Ooh, Lob Alpha hits the board. Bad news for us. I kind of want to get Orbital Gun Platform. I'm not going to pass that up. This is too much good little stuff to buy. Trade Envoy and Lob Alpha in the house. This will be interesting to see how this works. Yeah, exactly. The new row turned out all right. It was not bad. Mr. Gessler, how is the new family member working out? How is the chicky chick? All right, so we are lucky enough to get 7 because of the faction. We get that Trade Envoy then. Oh, we flipped Matt one of his favorite, absolute favorite cards. The Pack Warship. And it is a beast. Luckily for us, he's got a lot of green to combo with it actually, or at least enough to blow up bases for free. Doesn't have the blue to get the 5 life though. But yeah, this card. Let's talk about this card. For 4, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that can faction off 2 different factions. It does good damage. I'm looking for 5 or 6 damage. Blows up a base for free and can get you 5 authority. Yeah, I mean, that card's gone. There's no question about it. That card is nuts. I do need some outposts, but honestly, he has to kill, just like right there. He has to kill my star market because I can combo it off so much blue stuff. So it's like I need outpost, but I kind of don't, because he's going to have to blow it up every time it's out there. So that's the one nice thing. If you can't get other bases to go with it, try to buy blue stuff. Yeah, the warship that's just a hard thing to pass up. I 100% agree. Please be starter. It's not a starter. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how I want to do this. I think I'm gonna be pitching that shuttle actually, because I can still get the 2 trade off the builder bot, and it's gonna give me another scrap. I don't want to pass that up. Seven will get me Starbase and Burrower. 6 will give me Starbase and Transport. I don't hate that either. So, shuttle's going. We will get rid of the 1 scout there. We'll get rid of the Viper. We'll buy the Starbase Omega. That's the other thing. You can buy those promo bases and just keep stacking those up. Again, granted, I don't have an outpost. So eventually he can just ignore it when he needs to. And just going for the kill on me. Now here's the thing. I could get rid of my Imperial Smuggler. I could grab this orbital platform. Which will kind of really get that cycle going. I like the draw. I like the damage. I like the first purchase. I'm going to do it though. I think this is going to be maybe better for me long term. Even though this game's probably going to go too much longer. He's got damage there. I guess his things all do 5 though. That's the thing. So every time he hits me, it's just chunking off my life. Now getting Trade Envoy. That's a good thing. And we're comboing it here. Oh, that's a scrap. I don't want to scrap that. Unless he left Pulverizer out there and there's a Colossus, then I'd think about it. Alright, so here we go. So let's just go ahead and draw. So let's get that Merc Cruiser going. I don't really care for a lot of this here. Alliance Transport combos with half my deck. Security Craft is good to go. And a Frontier Hawk. Oh, a Simulator hits the board. Matt has no idea when that was purchased, how it was purchased, and if that was even purchased this game. Simulator goes bye-bye. Oh. What the heck was that? So every time, it seems like, every time Matt has cleared the board, he has just loaded it up with insanity. So Matt doesn't have purchasing power coming up at all. I've got purchasing power in my hand. So this is kind of my choice what I want to do. I could just grab Arc here. I could get Spawning Worm too. Holy cow. I don't know what you're doing there, Matt. I mean, obviously Colossus. I get rid of I think I need the base. He's got free base destruction coming up. If he gets both of them. He's got a very good chance of getting both of them. Arc obviously is phenomenal, but he can't buy it. I'm just gonna buy the Colossus. Just be done with it. Just stop debating. Just make it happen. I don't know what you're thinking about, son. Just do it. It's 10 damage. Worst case scenario, it's 10 damage. any color you want, it draws a card. That's worst case scenario. I think Matt may have just closed his app and went to bed. Said, you know what, forget this guy. Oh, I didn't think about Pulverizer. I didn't take that really into consideration too much, that it's better to get rid of Colossus and also with that. Yeah, unfortunately I could not. So we have enough to now get the spawning worm still. You know, we will grab Probot, because most likely it's gonna combo, draw, scrap itself. Let's go ahead and gain some life, do some damage. Oh, like delaying the games? Yeah, no, that's not a big deal. I was just giving you crap. Marcus Mariota is still in the games. I mean, Derek Carr is... Yeah, oh yeah, he's not even in his gear anymore. So I have to somehow hope the rest of my team can outscore my opponent, who already was projected to be higher points than me. And now I'm down one of my two biggest point getters on my team. So that should be a good time. We'll see how that works. I still can't believe they're tied up, though. I mean, Marcus Mariota is probably as good of a backup as you could ask for, though. You've got a previous starting quarterback with experience, with a fair bit of experience, still relatively young. He's not old. That's kind of what you want in that situation. Someone who can just step in and just run the offense. And he's not going to be just a game manager checking down, handing the ball off. All right, so Matt is putting that blockade runner to work. Here comes. What are you going to flip now? Hey. There's the biggest, baddest base in the world. Why not flip that? Matt is just finding those bombs and he scraps it out there right away. So even though we're kind of sort of feeling like we're in dominant position, we're hurting. We're definitely hurting. So I'm debating. I got Merc Cruiser, which will combo with Pack Pod. I think it's 5 damage, but I want to scrap more, I think. I do want to cycle 2. So unfortunately we are going to do this. There we go. Frontier Hawk it up. Alright, there we go. We're going to get some double scrap going. Scout. Bounty Hunter, just for the off chance that we're going to live this turn. Are we going to live this turn? Oh yeah, he's got really nothing going on unless he flips some good events. And we really have no reason to make him discard or buy that fish, so. Now the question is, we've got a pretty big deck. So our variance is high. That's my trade. So Holy Elvis says, ask someone the question, how many starting quarterbacks are worse than Mariota? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree with that. Like I said, that is probably a premier backup right now, because again, he's arguably could be still a starter. Yeah, I mean, there's just take your pick of the Denver quarterbacks as a whole. Yeah, I'm trying to think who's all backup right now. Fitzpatrick could argue that, even though technically he's still the starter, even though he's not starting. Damola, oh my goodness, thanks for stopping in, dude. The king of the land, Damola, has stopped in, gracing us with his presence. For those of you not aware, Ola is the former #1 ranked player in the world. He's the first player ever to hit level 100. And he's just a beast. I was honored enough to meet him at White Wizard Games Fair 2016. Got to hang out with him and his friend. Good times, good times. Great guy. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. We really want to get a green. Okay, so let's do this. So this is put into your hand. There's junk out there. We're gaining quite a bit of life. So maybe I could fish a little bit. I kind of want to get a green so I can do this. So let's do a little bit of fishing. You know, we have so many cards. Let's just grab this. Oh, that's 5. That's unfortunate. I don't really want any of this junk. This game ain't gonna go through the whole thing. So I'm almost tempted just to put the port into play, just to put a blocker out. Cripes, this is so sad. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna. Whatever. Okay. We're just gonna put out some more defense and sacrifice a really awesome ship to do that. Yeah, obviously I don't know because you have a fresh deck here. Very well could have it. So I think I had to make that play. Yeah, I agree with that, Elvis. I think Fitzpatrick, I mean, he's ancient. And obviously he can turn it on, but he can also just sneak it up. Obviously Mario can sneak it up too. That's part of the reason why he's not a starter anymore. Alright, so I think we got a game here. Let's go ahead and do blue. Did I not play my cards first? I mean, not that it matters. I guess we won anyways. Oh my goodness. I did not, as you can tell, I've not played Colossus very often. Oof. So we have taken Matt down. We have won the best 2 out of 3. We're back on track. Will we get another streak we had last time for weeks and weeks and weeks? I don't know. But we're back on track. Yeah, that was completely 100% on purpose, Brian. Totally meant to do it that way. It's just so funny because as I played it, like as I was like flicking it over to the play area, I'm like, I don't know. So it was a rainbow hand, but I did have 2 blue cards, and I made them blue. So instead of drawing 1, I would have drawn 3. Again, not the biggest deal. I still had lethal in hand there, but good game, good game. I'm happy to take any other challenges. We're going to be streaming here for a little bit more. Absolutely. Demola, like I said, or not Demola, or Demola, absolutely. If you want to send a challenge, I'd be honored to play you. Again, that'd be fine. Corey Bear, if you wanted to send a rematch, I'm fine with that as well. What else? We had Frank in here. More than welcome to take a rematch. Ray take a rematch. Matt wants to take a stab and try to salvage the pride for the night. I'd be happy to play another one as well there too. Oh yeah, it's Corey Calderon. Is he rolling around? I don't know what time zone they're in, so that might be a little bit late for them. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to send over whatever sets you want. All the sets, all the time. Yeah, send over whatever you want. Honestly, we looked at it. That's the most we did. So we didn't even start yet. Arena this week is you can pay an extra trade to get a ship on top of your deck. or 2 extra trade to put a base on top of your deck. So I am sure there's some shenanigans there. I don't know why this is doing this. Is sending me all over the place. Okay. So Frank has sent over a challenge. Frank, I'm going to wait just a moment here to see if Ola sends over a challenge first. Rayron sent over a challenge as well. Awesome. So we will definitely have some challenges queued up. And then we'll give Ola a moment here to see if he's going to fire one up here so we can get one in with him first before we do rematches. Just want to see if play. All right. Frank popped in first, so we'll go ahead and take that rematch from Frank. All right, so we've got middle row across the board. I like it. A little bit of chaos and not too much, but got missions though. That's all right, though. We'll play them. We'll do it. We'll suck it up. I'll see what I can do to make Brian proud. Ally, rule, and convert. Interesting. Missions are the worst, actually. The absolute worst. Machine cult, bases, and allies. Alright. This is really interesting. Because I've got a machine cult out there. I've got a base. Bases I think are going to be more easy to find. Again, I will 100% stand by. If missions gave you the perk for completing them without you winning the game for doing all 3, I'd be all about them. I think that'd be awesome. They, to me, would be a great addition to the game. But, you know, the year 2 promos, that cargo mech, it's brutal. Yeah, like I said, I did grind out missions just for a couple weeks. I mean, my version of grinding is like a game or 2 a day, you know. Not like some people, Matt, 50 games, whatever, a day. But yeah, that's that cargo mech is just, it's hard to justify that card. It is just so brutal. Okay, so we're really considering if we want to just go after our missions or buy good cards. That's kind of the play here. I'm gonna shock you guys, I think. Shock the monkey. I guarantee no one thought I was going to do that. Didn't draw it with the card, but it's probably going to stay out there. Well, my other choices were to grab the Colony Sea Chip, because to me I justify that that's going to help me buy the cards to do my missions and keep me alive. Or Confessor Morris, which would have thinned out my deck. And kind of got me on that right path as well too, so we'll see. So this is poopy for us, because we only got 3 trade. But we will grab the robot. We will do it. And even with that shuffle, hopefully he can't kill my base. We'll see. Let's see what Frank's got up his sleeve here. Alright, so he will not be able to kill our base. So that is huge. Alright, so we get the, oh yeah, the top, bottom discard thing, whatever. There we go. Reveal 3. Do we want the Explorer to the top or to our hand? So now we've got to get bases from 2 factions and ally 2 different ally abilities. I mean, we'll grab the Central Station. Unfortunately, it doesn't trigger an ally ability. Coalition Messenger does, though. That might help get us towards the 2 different color versions. Okay, so that will be 3, so that will give us 5. Could also just buy more, so just thin this out even more real quick. Yeah, I think Messenger is the most useful here. And it's got a good shot of helping us the most with our stuff. So, I mean, I'm buying it just being if I want to explore top or bottom. So, 3, 4, 5. We'll put the Explorer back on top. Might be the wrong choice, but that's okay. Okay, great. So that actually worked out well. So we don't want any more Explorers, and actually we're going to get rid of this one here. Yep, I completely hear you, Rare, and obviously Arc is a big drawer of hate. I don't know how this thing turns. And I realized that term I had a lot, but... Oh, he's got the platform shoes, a pair of them out there. Yeah, the Arc is definitely sticky cheese. So unfortunately, we're going to be losing our stealth tower. So we're not going to get the draw off the probe bot. But what are you going to do? We're going to be able to do some other things, so. Let's see what Frank has got up his sleeve. Okay, so he's going to do a little deck cycling. Does he go Morris? Does he go Colony Sea Chip? Cargo Mech? He does go Morris. Morris is hard to argue. Get that double, especially he's about to shuffle. So he just scrapped 4 cards that turn. Yep. Alright, so we've got 6. We are obviously going to scrap. Now the question is, I think we take the cargo mech, it's just broken. We need to blow up his bases. Or do I buy that Central Station? Well, I can still justify this with the ally abilities. I'll grab this. Because we're also going to do this. Would have double clicked, huh? I don't think I would have done that there. Now it's what I got coming up. Station. Yeah, I kind of agree. Station was definitely my initial choice. Getting the base out there, copying it with the stealth tower. But this is going to scrap and let me purchase what I need. Ally lets you get one. Okay, gotcha. Yep. So I don't pay attention to know them that well. That's bad news. So we've got a command center, we've got a colony sea chip gone. Okay, so I think we're gonna grab that security craft. Think so. That's so dumb that that does that. It's that should not work that way. That should not work that way. Oh, I feel bad about this, Frank, because the game is dumb. Is all it is. The game is lets you do things that shouldn't work that way. Yep. Maybe he'll hit me with a random discard 5 out of nowhere, or even 4. War package together, 43 damage. So I will say, oh, hang on, wife sent me another text. That's funny. No, this is use ally abilities from 2 different. Yeah, the one I only used red ally that turn. I didn't use blue ally. So I don't agree with that. Yeah, to me that's weird. It doesn't make sense. I didn't do a blue card ally with it though. No. I get you're explaining how it works. And maybe to you that makes sense. I don't agree with that. To me it should be you've got to do a blue and a red, or a blue and a yellow, or a yellow and a green. So we'll just get this out of our way here. Good game, Frank. Good game. I kind of apologize because the Chargers come back and win that. Oh, typical Raiders. Typical Raiders. Whatever. Yeah, Chargers just won that. Spoiler. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So, yeah, sorry about that. But you did send me missions, so I don't feel too bad about it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Damola is sending in the challenge. So, Baron, if you don't mind, I'm going to get the game in here with Damola. Then we'll get back to that rematch with you afterwards. So, Damola is sending us top 2 rows, minus missions. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's fire it up. Lots of gambits. Lots of promos. We've got events. Ooh, this is a saucy end. Oh my goodness. He's got Gray Market and Smuggling Run. Damola is probably on my very short list of VIP for sure. Yeah, Frank, I agree. That would be, to me, would be perfect if you could set missions to just give their bonus, which to me is still cool, and not trigger a win condition. I really am afraid of what he's going to be able to do here in his turn 1. I don't have a lot of options here in my turn 1. Alright, so let's figure it out. Let's see what he's going to do here, what this madness is going to happen. Damola Spartan, the Leviathan. Chairman? Interesting. Goes Chairman. I will admit I didn't see that coming. So, I will pretend that I'm going to pay respect to my trade pod. What do I got here? I got 2. Yeah, 2 doesn't really do me much. Alright, let's get out of here. Chairman and Buscemi. Is that C Buscemi? Nice. That's funny because I'm working my way through the Sopranos again, and I'm on season 5 where Tony Blundetto is around doing what he does. Yeah, I could definitely see the resemblance there. I love Sea Buscemi. Love him. Alright, Demola, what's he doing here? Grabs that cargo pod. Let's see what he's gonna do. Don't do it. What's he got left? He's got double scout. Yeah, Buscemi's awesome. Yeah, Daryl, that was nuts. So I don't know if you were here at the beginning of my stream. One of my fantasy leagues I'm in, there's a super flex league where you can start 2 quarterbacks, and Derek Carr is my second quarterback, and I'm in the semifinals. So seeing him go out like that with that pulled hammy, I'm just like, oh my god. So that's unfortunate. But then seeing them, oh, he does take the breeding site. Oh, yeah. Of course he was going to do that. I mean, you can't leave that out there like that. Pops for the skiff and the yacht. Very nice. All right, so he's got some blue, green, possible card drawing action going on. I think we're going to get this defense spot out of there. Oh, we don't want to leave a gunship. We're going to. Oh, wow. Nice. I didn't really see how much Jacobs did. I think I saw him score. But obviously Waller, I saw him going to work. And Herbert is doing it really well. I don't think anyone saw he was going to do that well. Gunship is off the table. That's unfortunate for us. Oh, and he goes Imperial Frigate. Kind of surprised. That's okay. Again, we're going to pretend like we're actually getting cards for it. Oh. Alright, so yeah, we gotta grab Stealth Needle. You can't leave it out there. Do I pop that to grab? Yeah, I think we do. So now at least we have 2 scrappers. Oh. This is gonna shuffle up our deck, which is not really great. I think I want to get rid of that battle cruiser before he gets it. Because he can buy that next turn. Alright, so do we buy a cargo launch or do we scrap our scout? I think we're scrapping our scout. Yeah, that's really nice. That's setting you up for some success. Yeah, between the COVID and the injuries this year, I'm kind of surprised my team is second place in my league. But things have come together and not come together in there. Okay, so he was able to get that embassy base. Oh my goodness, that's not good for us. And he still has the gunship. Okay. So we can get 4 trade. Let's just go for the damage. Let's just do it. Let's just go for that damage. Give me that Imperial Frigate. Give me that cargo launch. Alright, let's just go. Let's go racing. I gotta do something here before he puts this together. There's the breeding site. There's the gunship. Grabs the convoy. Oh, that's bad news for us. It's a lot of authority gain going on. That's a lot of damage going on. And we drew poop. We drew absolute garbage. We drew big poopers. Hive Lord coming down. How much of this row is he going to scrap? Scrap it all. For show, scrap it all. Only the battle cruiser. Interesting. So do we pop that? So we can keep all of this to buy the fighter base and the Imperial fighter. I think we do. Or do we just grab the Ravager? I don't want to let him get another base in there. Granted, I'm starting to put together some damage where I can start just blowing through that as well. You know what? We're going to save it. I still could just take the base or the fighter. No, we'll grab the Ravager. Stop debating it, just do it. Yeah, exactly. That was the debate run, as if I wanted to pop the Gambit or not. Now, obviously, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because if he drops that other base, I was afraid if I got a bad draw, which is kind of like this is not a great draw, if I would have damage to blow up a base. Doesn't look like he... Well, did he get his base? No. Yep, so it's 6. See, I wouldn't have been able to kill his base, and I'd have been out my Gambit. But now, I can pop my Gambit, kill his base this turn, and be doing okay. So he's most likely got some starters sitting there. Yeah, exactly. If he gets that stuff out, if I let that base sit out there for more than one turn, it does so much. I mean, just clawing through your deck so fast. So he's probably got some starters here. Uh-oh. Demolo's indicating that he may have made a mistake. I am wondering if he discarded a Scout instead of a Viper. That is what I'm actually kind of wondering, if that's what took place here. We'll find out if I'm right. Grab that fighter. No, he's got all that. Okay. Alright, so 6, 7, 8, or 7. 7's fine because we can still do Confessor, we can still do Warkite. That's going to be our play. I have no reason to draw this. Got the Warkite. He wants scrapping the frigate to draw to get the scrap. Gotcha. Exactly, that's what I was wondering, if you were going to draw, get rid of the ship, get the Morris, go that route. So yeah, we're unfortunately 1 damage short that way, but still. Gotta kill that base. I can't let this... I think I'm basically dead anyways. I don't know if I can catch up. He's going to start putting this together. He's going to start dropping bases. He's got cards that's going to combo here. He's going to start... He's got 3 discards in his deck. Possibly 4 if he sacks the survey ship. I got to hope he drew a lot of starters here besides this stuff for me to really have a chance here. Oh, double Viper, so he couldn't get the Mega Hauler. But he does get the Supply Depot, which is huge. Alright, does get me with the 1 discard. Draw. Alright, we're going to get some of our discard going here. So we very well might be dead next turn. I'm going to pop this now. Trigger the shuffle. I kind of want some of this to stick together. I don't think I'm going to Imperial Frigate, just in case I do live. That's still a lot of... I got to do 30 more damage. I think we're dead, boys. Oh. Why does Commodore gotta show up? Why does she gotta show up at the worst time ever? Maybe I can get something to scrap the row. Nope. So yeah, if he doesn't have it, then he's got it now. I mean, 4 damage right off of that. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, and he couldn't even buy it either. Discard 2 cards. Interesting. Alright, well. We gotta put together 27 and get past the base. So, it's possible. Come on, event. I cannot pull a base out to save my life, so... Copying that's only going to get us a 21. That'll at least get us another draw. That's our really only shot here. And it's a Viper. Well, at least we kept it close, boys. Exactly. Commodore has showed up to kill me so many times, and I've gone fishing and flipped it over. That or the blob one. That clears the row. Does like 5 damage. Those two have been lethal shots at me a few times. There it is. Okay, I was almost wondering, like, does he not have it? Oh, wow, and he just barely has it. Good game, Demola, good game. Good game. I didn't have an next turn either, so, I mean, it would have been worse even if you didn't, but... Yeah, very good game. Right down to the wire. Yeah, it was interesting when you were going with the blue-green first. Yeah, exactly. And then switching a little bit of that yellow. That draw 2, discard 1 base is huge, though. Alright, so we got a rematch from Rare in here. We're getting close to the 11 o'clock Central Time, but I will still keep playing. I'm not known for ending remotely near on time, so it's kind of my thing. Alright, so we've got Cargo Craft. Cargo Craft is huge. I'm a big fan of Integration Port, but we're not going to pass up a turn 1 Cargo Craft, especially with the Captain combo up with that later. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I think that was the only thing I questioned that you did, was purchasing that hero. It didn't seem to do much that game, but yeah, I could see that because it gives you that flexibility of leaving that out there as well. Alright, so Rare goes Integration Port and Explorer. So he wants to leave that outpost out there that generates some trade. I really wanted 5 here. I wanted to get that Union Stronghold. That's not going to happen. But we do have a Fred out there, so we want to get trade. But we don't want to trade bad enough that we're going to take that Frontier Runner. Even though I don't hate that card, if you can get it deck 1, which I could have there. Still just not a fan. Oh. So we do have 7. He has a chance of getting 7 as well. And we have a Fed Battleship. And we have a Hive Queen. I think we're going to hit him with a double discard. We also have Central Office too, but it's between these two, and it's going to be Fred. Just because it's Fred, you buy Fred. That's what you do. 5 life, 5 damage, draw a card at minimum, and then scraps for 10 life. Oh, he's 1 short. And he drew a lot of his trade this turn. So he won't be able to buy it next turn either. Not that I necessarily can either. But Puts us in a good position for that. Takes a supply bot. Just always a solid choice. So we have 6, unfortunately. But we got Union Stronghold, so we're all about that. I mean, the Frontier Runner is almost a little tempting now. Because we have the Fed Battleship, he does have a base. Screw it. Bad purchase, we'll do it. Oh, we flip a Dreadnought. And we flip a bad hand for ourselves. So let's see what he ends up doing here. He's showing 4 trade, 5 trade, 6 trade. So he's showing he's 1 short of one of these fantastic purchases. That's what I'd do. I'd drag and uppercut that. Barter World is exactly what I would purchase as well. And an Explorer. I am going to take this trade wheel to combo with some of my green stuff. Not trade pot, apparently. Union Stronghold, maybe. Probably not. So is he going to get the 7 before me and get his choice? He does not. Does get Moonworm Hatchling though, which is very nice. Alright, so we get to the 7 first again. Dreadnought's obviously huge, but we're going to stick with the green theme. I'm debating get rid of the Explorer now. I think we will. We'll thin it out a little bit. I don't have scrap otherwise. So, yeah, the discard 2, that just came together for me, for sure. It's like, you know, he has a chance of getting that. I've got to kind of shut that down. Speaking of shutting down, shutting that TV off. Because the game's over. The game is over. So he was able to put it together and get that Dreadnought. Not the worst thing in the world, because we have a Dread Escort at least. Obviously not the same thing, but should hopefully work well with our deck. Can he kill our base? He can, it'll cost him though. So I'm almost okay with that. Let's see what he wants to do. So he does choose to preserve his Barter World to not destroy our base. We've got lots of action going on here. Okay, we've got a big hit coming in on him. I almost want to grab that Hive Lord over Construction Hauler. I think we're gonna. Because I love scrapping the row. I love seeing what kind of chaos that'll create. If it's going to pop any events over, what it's going to do. Alright, so nothing too crazy. We'll scrap the mech world. So unfortunately, we didn't get any blue triggers for the Fred. We're at 38. Yeah, we're not lethal even though we're close. We'll grab the spike cluster. Yeah, we're just not gonna be able to draw anything remotely. I would have drawn Trade Escort. Go figure. But now at least I got those 2 to combo up. That's not bad. Alright, so let's get this going. Nothing good coming up there. There you go, it's a double discard action. Blob Bot. Can we kill? We can't kill. What can he buy? He can buy a lot of stuff. I like Mobile Market because it's basically free, replaces itself. We will get rid of the farm ship. Who knows? He might be interested in that, and I don't want him to be. So drawing 4 starters there hurts a lot. We knew that was coming. Nothing we could do about it. But we did have a double discard. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, he's got big damage. Free base destruction. So here's a question. Do we use the Hive Lord to trigger off the trade pod and draw into something? Why not? Why not? Okay. I mean, just get some junk out of the way. Normally I'm all about that Crusher, but I like this, how my deck is drawing so many cards. Spike Bot is always fun. Alright, we're close. Oh. So short of him throwing a Hail Mary here. That should be game. Alright, let's see what we got here. There we go, and that's going to do it. Get that 10. Alright, there we go, Raren. Good game, good game. That got out of control fast, I think. Yeah, that Cargo Craft Captain combo, that specific turn, is you would have had 7, you would have had Fred. And that game very well could have flipped right over in the other direction. Because you were one card short. Or one trade short. Absolutely nuts. Crazy. Alright, it is 11. I'm actually debating if I want to stream a little. I'll stream a little bit more. That's fine. We've got 10 plus people in the house. So that's awesome to see. All sorts of people hanging out. I love it. If anyone else wants to send a challenge, feel free to send a challenge to username Dusto. I'll take a challenge any format. I will complain about missions, but I will still play them. That's just part of the deal. Yeah, I'm more than happy to take another challenge for Aaron, so feel free. Anyone else wants to send a challenge to as well, go ahead and do so. I said, Arena is not going to happen tonight. I'm not really too worried about it. It's 2 missions. Yeah, absolutely, Demola. Bring it on over. Bring your missions. Maybe that'll give me a chance, because then I can get a cheat win versus a real win. We'll try that. So we will, it sounds like Demola's going to send over the missions challenge. Let's see what format he sends with it. Is it going to be chaotic? Is it going to do gambits and events? Is he going to keep it straight up? You can send over whatever you want, however you want to do it. If you want to do it with events and you want to spice it up, I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to send over the quote-unquote unicorn format, you can do that as well. Mayhem, absolutely. Mission win is not a real win. It's a cheat. It's a cheat. No, it's fine. All right, so he is sending over, he's sending over top and middle row, all of them. Yeah, I for fun play for sure. Even in tournaments, if you're all playing events, you're all playing events. That's fine. Actually, I have events in my preference on BGG. Okay, so I will not say my missions out loud. So I'm gonna look into them now. And then I'll let the stream see what they are. Alright. I am good. I've got my missions. I won't remember them, so I'll be looking at them plenty. Joe, Dave, and Meg. You try to get Joe, Dave, and Meg into your party to complete your mission. So I'm going to venture, I guess. I mean, here's where it's interesting about missions. Because yes, he took 2 scrappers right away. But you could say, well, he's got these, machine cult one, but well, you just want scrappers anyway. So, let's see here. So we'll grab that Alliance frigate or Alliance transport. So we've got acceptable losses and energy shield. We will grab the repair bot. So I'm debating. Do I want to just scrap one? Knowing that my deck is going to cycle evenly now. Or do I want to risk drawing the trade, the repair bot now, and still only scrapping one? Whatever, I don't care. Let's do it. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm drawing one from there. Okay, this is perfect. I drew my second Viper. So that worked out phenomenally. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. That's a lot of yellow. There's a lot of yellow out there. That's almost like too much to pass up. I didn't realize he's got vet pilots as well. I think short of him having vet pilots, I almost would scoop up all that yellow. But we're gonna grab that train escort. We're gonna get that life gain. Hopefully we pair it up with the Alliance transport for more life gain, a draw, and damage. Oh, scraps the Alliance frigate. So he must not have 3 because that card is nuts. Damage, factions for more damage, factions for healing. It's good. It's really, 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 really good. Let's see which way he's going to go here. So he is going scrap heavy. Hartman hits the board. Interesting. I guess that means I will take Hartman. And we will thin this bad boy out. Thin it out. So this is tough. Because yeah, I mean, how long do you leave those fighters out there? So we'll pull one. Now do we grab the Lancer or do we grab the other fighter? I think I have a really good shot of just comboing it anyway, so we will just grab the other Lancer. Or the Lancer then, yeah. There's a repair bot. Straight to the top of the deck. Right where it belongs. Yeah, Lancer is huge. Big fan. That and Ravager in this set for being a 2 and a 3 cost. So when I was at White Wizard Games for 2016, I hadn't actually played Colony Wars yet. Colony Wars wasn't in the app yet, and it was only on paper. So me and Matt got together, and he kind of gave me like a crash course on it, and kind of broke it down, and he had some experience with it before that, playing at Gen Con that year. So that's where we kind of broke it down a little bit and like realized like blue doesn't have a lot of damage in Colony Wars. And Ravager and Lancer were kind of broken. And that really, I think, helped me out a lot in progressing through the tournaments. So Ola has a ton of damage on the board. He's scrapping out. Alright, there was a ramp pilot. Oh, there's a trade mission. Yep. Yeah, so that was heavily discussed. Yeah, that basically was Matt's. That's basically what Matt said. Buy Ravager, buy Lancer, buy Convoy Bot. Avoid everything else. The direct-to-hand, the fact that they put cards in there to make them even better. So you've got the green plasma guy or whatever, or the green guy that can pull the plasma base right into play. You've got Gunship that will cycle right into Eddie. So I mean, that stuff I totally get is a little irksome. Bacon, you know, a lot of people think Bacon's very weak. I think, to me personally, it's perfect for what it does. Yeah, Bacon is fun, exactly. And it's that thing, do you want to leave it out there? If they have red, are they going to buy it and you're just going to let them buy it? So there's a lot of questions with that. So we are syncing up some yellows right away. Oh, hang on. Is that going to happen? Yeah, whatever. So there we are. We're getting our first mission done. I didn't even see what his mission was. 3 ships were the same. Okay. So we're going to pound them. Actually, with a discard 3 already. We're going to take this gunship. We're going to take the survey ship. I don't know how much more that we can keep going. How many starters do we have left? 3, 4. I can't get rid of repair as much as I want to. So we've got to survive here. We're in survivor mode. So he had a fistful of starters, which is bad because I mean he could have lethal in hand right now. He's got 2 draws, a free 2 damage. We are getting a colony sea chip to hand though. That helps. That doesn't. Sadly, we do need this. So we might live a little bit here. We'll see. See what he's able to put together this turn. Yeah, Parasite is what I was referring to. Yeah, exactly. Colony Wars is... It's fun, it's fast. You know, there's a big debate where, you know, the base set... Oh, there goes the construction hauler, unfortunately. Where it can be too swingy. Or it can be, you know, like just the wheel, cycle scrap, life gain damage. Can be too powerful. Colony Wars seems like it just plays very fast. Frontier seems pretty balanced. But again, that might not be a good thing for some people. Some people maybe like a little more of the chaos. Yeah. I mean, to me, Colony Wars is the fastest base set. Yeah. He's got 15. He still has cards in hand. And he's got a draw. Yeah, Frontiers definitely can be, if you can get some early trade, works well, because there are some nice bombs in it. Alright. Do I want to put that exchange point? I think I do. Well, we are going to hit him with a discard 5. Even though he has a draw out there. That's always a good thing. We're actually going to be cheesy And we're gonna screenshot that. The discard 5 on stream. We'll save it. Ola, hope you don't mind. I'll post it up later in the group. If you would like, I will black out your name. Yeah, we'll see. He's only got to do 8. He's got 2 on board already, and he's got to draw. I drew poop. So it's still a losing effort, unfortunately. He chooses not to do anything. Okay. Because he's just going to win this turn. It makes total sense. Not going to help, but it is what it is. Yes, exactly. Still getting it. It's still, oh man, look at that hand too. But just not enough to make it happen. So he's got it regardless, no matter what here. Having the draw available. Oh yeah, just whole deck there, yep, so. Yeah, that's tough. Especially when you've got this much life gain on board. There it is, good game, good game. Very good game, Ola. This wasn't going to happen for me. Missions was not going to be the deciding factor. So I don't know if you did see, I had the red base, red ship. I didn't get a red base till the very end of the game. And then I had the 3 ships of different colors. I don't think I ever got that out in time either. So, it just wasn't going to happen. But no, that was a very good game. Good to take that beat down. Alright, we're getting this challenge from Rayoran here. Alright, Rayoran is sending over top row minus promos. He says no arc. He says no mega hauler. Keep them out of here. I want nothing to do with them. Can't fault him for that. Yeah, this is actually it's a YouTube mix. I bounce between Spotify, YouTube. I have premium YouTube just because I normally watch like so many clips and stuff like that while I'm working. But I like this one. It's a aggressive cyberpunk dark synth mix. Strange Aeons, royalty free. Yeah, I dig it so far. And it's a nice, this one's an hour 23 long or something like that. Yes, that is, yeah, so Ola had basically bases as well too. One thing I was going to say, and I didn't want to say it during the game, is we had so little bases show up the whole game for either one of us. So that was something that was a concern of mine because I had the blue base blue ship and the red base red ship. And the bases just were not showing up that game. Alright, so let's take a look at what Rayoran did. He put the Blob World on top. So I'm assuming he just wants to get that out there and grab the hauler, grab the obliterator. We've got to destroy a base for free and draw. We're gonna do that. Oh, gross. And we get the other Viper. I was kind of hoping for a Scout, and I was gonna buy me a Battle Mech because I love me a Battle Mech. So we'll see what happens here. So we got the 5 now, when it's not super helpful. Oh, I was almost wondering if he was gonna go for that Fleet HQ. He could be crazy. I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. I'll get my Battle Mech now and do my 1 damage. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, as much as I like that outpost, I'm not going to pass up the Blob Destroyer. Oh. You know what? I'm going to grab that War Elder. Because we are going to faction that off the battle mech. That would be a good turn. Double scrap, draw. Alright, so he's got Construction Hauler doing some work for him. Does get the Obliterator, so he gets both of the initial 6s that were on the board. Alright, we will get the Recycling Station because we're not getting a lot of scrap or other card draw. That'll at least get us some cycling into the deck going. Does take the Hive. Can't fault that. Alright, so we are going to scrap that Viper. Scrap this Viper. Get the draw. We do end up with the Border Fort still. So that's good for us. Starting to put together a nice little deck, but he is putting together a heck of a deck as well. He's only really got a couple cards that do stuff, but they are really good cards, and they're going to do some damage. Let's see what he's putting together here. All right. Does grab the other Recycling Station that showed up. I was wondering if I was going to end up with 2 of those or not. A pair of bicycles, as it's known. The Blob Fighter here. Now we're going to base up a little bit. There we go. Let's do that. Construction Hauler. The only nice thing is he still has not been able to link that up at all. So that's a bonus for us. Does take the High Priest, which I was kind of obviously hoping would stick around. You know, small hope, but you never know. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I want to get to the double scrap before I draw. But I was hoping to do it, recycle out. I guess it's a horse apiece. Scrap there. What am I going to want to buy as well, too? I got to kind of plan this here a little bit. Am I going to want the trade bot? I don't think so. But I might want to build towards a little bit more. This 6 scissors. I want 2 damage. I want the 1 trade. I'm gonna take the 1 trade just to be safe. So I'm going to do this. Kind of feeling that was going to happen. All right. Excuse me. I'm not overly interested in that trading post, but on the other hand, it does scrap itself. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have. Can I get to 3 trade? No, I can't get to 3 trade. So I think we're good there. Let's blow that up. Okay, there we go. Yep, we'll leave the trade bot. We're good with that. So we got a good hand coming up here, but we'll see what Raren's got going on. Raren's got an Obliterator and a Hive. That also would qualify as a good hand in some circles. Yeah. Definitely would. So he takes my Embassy Yacht away from me. Because he does have 4 bases now. And he's got Construction Hauler. So he's going to be able to get that machine going. So hopefully we can get some damage going here. Let's go ahead and blow up his base. You know what? Let's just blow up the Brain World now. I was going to try to get it just to screw around, but honestly, it's better getting it out of my way. We will grab the Blob Wheel just because he basically has to kill it each turn. Otherwise, it's going to faction off my green chips. Do we want to keep the Explorer? I'll keep it around. Construction Hauler going to work, and now he finally does draw the Embassy Yacht with the draws, and he'll be able to use the Construction Hauler's ability to put a base directly into play. That's really bad news for us. So a machine base directly into play. Seems good. Good for him, bad for us. He's now going to really start being able to put up a base wall. So for us, that's bad. Doesn't quite have the damage yet to do anything. I mean, he does. He's just got to put it together a little bit more consistently. I don't really want to buy one of those trade bots and flip something, but I mean, he's got so much trade anyway, so I'm going to. Whatever. Whatevs. Alright, we'll grab the Hero. Still not flipping over anything hot. So we will clear out some bases. Alright, so that's the only nice thing is we're consistently getting our cards together now. But he's getting there as well. Hive draw, Obliterator draw, Construction Hauler draw. Yeah, that Embassy out again. Bad news. Does he pick up junk card? Yep, he does pick up junk card. So right now he's comfortable basically taking any sort of road stop or speed bump. So totally get it. Luckily for us though, he did reveal a let's take a look here, put that out there. So if we use that for trade, that would give us 4. If we use this to get that, that gives us 5. That's not enough. Okay, so we still have to blow up the Blob Wheel. He did flip us over a Missile Mech. So I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Mistake. Please to clarify, mistake. Should I have cycled the Scout? Yes, I sure have cycled the Scout. I don't know why I did not. That's pretty amazing why I didn't. I don't know why. So either way, I'm assuming that is what Lux is calling out for the mistake. I could be wrong. So now I really want to scrap down even faster, even more. But he is still going to be putting out so many bases so fast. I think we're just dead here? Probably. Oh yeah, definitely now. That's unfortunate because our deck was just coming together now. It still seemed to come together a little slow. Yeah, so I can't get through all those bases this turn, unfortunately. So that's too bad. It is what it is, though. So I could not draw the fighter either to pair up with the Blob Destroyer, which is unfortunate. Cycling Station does nothing for us. Hey, Fire Driller. Good morning to you. All the way from Germany. Yep, and that should be game. So Rarin comes back and does some damage. And we'll be taking this game 4 or 5, I think, of our back and forth. So that Fire Driller, I either hit him really early our time or really late our time. So there's a construction hauler. Any blue to go with that? Nope. There's a command ship. Oh, there's the embassy at. Oh, so he was being sneaky. He just wanted to shuffle into his deck instead of putting it out there. Interesting. There's the lethal. Well done. Well done. Yeah, good game, man. Good game. Yeah, the construction hauler is brutal. You can get that going early. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely. So, it is well past my streaming time now here, so I think we're going to call it. If you guys don't mind, we're going to raid Cool Jets. Cool Jets is also a Star Realm streamer as well, but I believe he is streaming Cyberpunk this evening. Let me make sure he's still playing. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping at Raren. I'm happy to see so many new faces, familiar faces, returning faces. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and raid Cool Jets. Be really cool if you guys stuck around for just a minute, say hi to him, and we'll go from there. All right, thanks everyone for stopping in. Raid at Cool Jets. Take care and good night, everyone.